Sawubona Mzansi and welcome to this evening's MIH Live. It's been a minute, I've been missing each and every one of you in these lives. Yeah, I've been a little bit sickly, there's been so many issues. There was some cable theft in my neighborhood. There was some cable theft in my neighborhood which caused us to have no electricity in the studios for about like 2 days or so. And then thereafter, once the electricity came back, then I got sick. And yeah, and there was just so many delays and so many things going wrong when it comes to the MIH lives and just working on MIH itself. But we are feeling better right now. We have recovered. I would say like maybe 85% there, not 100% yet, but we will get there very soon. And yeah, we're just going to continue working on deep linking. So once again, for those that don't know what deep linking is the concept of someone opening up your application from another application using the link of your application itself. I hope that makes sense. So if someone were to, so I like using the example of Takealot. So if someone shares a Takealot product with you, what would happen is they would send it to you over like WhatsApp, for example. Then on WhatsApp, when you click on it, it won't take you, if you have Takealot installed, it wouldn't take you to the web version of Takealot. It'll take you directly through to the application itself, to that specific section of MIH. So that's what we're working on MIH, or of Takealot. So that's what we are working on with MIH. So we're going to create something similar to this inside MIH where someone can scan this QR code and it should take you through to their business profile. So that's what we're going to be continuing with, and let's jump into it. Things might be a little bit slower this evening because yeah, we're just getting back into things again. So thank you everyone for joining. I'm going to flip my camera right now so you can see the screen and we can dive into the code. Please feel free to let me know if you have any questions about the MIH project or MIH, and we can dive into it. Let's switch over for the rest of the people. Here and here. Nice. So this is the code of MIH. That's what you're seeing at the moment. And yeah, that's what you're seeing at the moment. So let's dive back into it. So the first thing that we're going to do is see where we left off. Because, what's this? Yeah, see where we left off. Because it's been a while, so we need to refresh our memory on what we've done previously and how things are going. So I'm going to use the web version of MIH to demonstrate this, because I think the last thing that we did work on, or one of the things that we did work on, was the reset password functionality. If we head over to our book of work, and let's have a look here and see. So under the deep linking section, our auth is done, a reset password is done, testing required. MIH auth, and this is also something new. We added a GIF to the loading of MIH. There's still some tweaks that are required. Things aren't looking 100%, but we'll get there also. So let's minimize this at the moment, and we'll dive back in to see what's there. So the MIH home is done, the Mzansi profile personal is done, the Mzansi wallet is done, the patient profile is in progress. Sawubona Dad, nice to see you. Mzansi directory is done. The calendar is done. Calculator done. Access control testing is required over there. About MIH is done. The test package is done. Business profile, I think that's what we are working on also. I think that's what we're working on, it in the patient profile, because I think we're done with this one, but we'll test it out together. So let's minimize this and open up MIH again, the web version of MIH. Let's bring this, or make this a little bit smaller for us so we can see and start testing it out. So let's put it here and here. Hola, brother, you good? Yes, user. I'm feeling much better. Much better at the moment. Thank you so much for asking. And thank you so much for joining us again. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So, this is the auth screen of MIH. If you're looking at it right now, you can see at the top of the bar, just over here, it has MIH auth. How are you doing, user? I'm so sorry. I forgot to ask you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. So what we can do over here, we can forget password. All good, all good, all good, all good. Then, yeah, we can forget password over here. We can go back. We can create an account. We can sign in. So, and then we can also navigate to, interesting. We should be able to, let's fix that. So we should be able to navigate to the About MIH section over here. That's definitely an issue that we can resolve right now. So let's do that before we even move on with anything. So if we go back, this is under our MIH auth package. Under the MIH auth package. Thank you so much for the likes. They're flooding through. Thank you so much, Bafana. I see you. I see you. Kutso, nice to see you here. Nice to see you again. Likes are flooding through. I must really try and get the likes to show up on the other streams so the other people can also entertain it. Mr. Mzanzi, nice to see you. Thank you so much. Shout out. So yes, we're going to do the auth package and we will do the, I think it's this, MIH auth. And the action button should take us, yeah, it should take us to about, oh, I think I know what's happening. I know what's happening over here. Okay, let's try and resolve that. Thank you so much for the follow, Mr. VTech. I appreciate you. Some comments in this live were filtered. Hectic. Keep it clean in the comments, guys. Keep it clean in the comments. So we are navigating to the About MIH section. However, question, you ever tried hosting on a VPS? So what is VPS? Kutso, what is VPS? A virtual what? Please, can you tell? We'll ask Mzanzi about hosting what? Virtual private server. A virtual. Okay, let me ask Mzanzi to let us know about the virtual. You're so blurry. Yo, virtual private. Please tell. Please, can you tell me about virtual private servers. So I'm not too familiar with it. That's why we're asking Mzanzi right now to give us some guidance. Virtual private server. Enter. So we'll let that think for a bit. I think there were some issues where it's running very slow. You can see right now it's running super slow. So let me resolve that also while we are here. Let me cancel this, because that's too slow. That's not the performance of MIH, if I'm being honest. So let's go back. Let me just reboot that server quickly for us. Monitor, okay. Sorry, I'm doing this off screen because I don't know if there's anything that is incriminating over here. Bafana, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. So I'm just gonna reboot the AI server because something seems to be fishy and it seems very slow right now. So let's see. So I just rebooted it now. I'm gonna go in to see if everything is up and running. And so let's test it out again. Hey. So the first time now after rebooting, it should take a little bit of time. Dumelang, nice to see you here. Yeah, this is much better. Thank you so much, Dr. Pixels, for joining us this evening. I appreciate you. Dumelang to you too. Cool, so let's ask that question again. So I think I copied it. Okay, not that. So please, so there was a question for those that just joined us right now. There was a question from Kutso asking us, because I'm hosting on a VPS. Okay, so first let's find out. So Kutso was asking us the question, have I ever tried hosting on a VPS? And VPS means virtual private server. Please tell me a bit about virtual private servers. Enter. It's gonna think. Yeah, this is the performance that we used to here at MIH. We'll give it some time to think. Okay, it's done, and then we're gonna have a listen to it right now. You can use Mzansi AI right now as we speak. You can use it right now as we speak. It is freely available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. Just search MIH, and you'll find us at the top of the list. So let's have a listen. Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for that answer. Okay, Kutso. So a VPS is similar to like AWS or Azure or Google Cloud. Just correct me if I'm wrong. So it's basically like a cloud service. Maybe not only a cloud service, it could be something else. Maybe you have your own hardware and you have a VPS running inside that. Let me know which example are you using. And yeah, Jay Saubona, nice to see you here. And let me know. So you can see the benefits are it's cost effective, it's scalable, you can control everything, and it's reliable. So here at MIH, what we are doing is we are using our own hardware and the virtualization tool, Saubona, and the virtualization tool that we are using is Docker. So Docker is something similar to that, where you have its own components, and does allow you to be scalable and stuff. So we do have that. But my only problem with VPSs or like your cloud services, cloud providers, is the cost. So I know in the beginning when the application is small, imagine this, it is an actual server, but virtually you get the ability. Okay. Cool. So is it your own server or you're renting it from some other people? Because I think that's a very similar concept to so Kutso is saying, imagine this, it's an actual server, but virtually you get the ability to partition everything. Okay, interesting. So partition everything. Hectic. Try hosting on a VPS. So they are renting a space from an actual computer. Yeah, so I think it's very similar to the cloud stuff, right? So when we talk about the cloud, it's basically just a server, like you're saying, Kutso. It's just a server, and you get a small portion of that server. Like you're saying, it's a small partition of that server. So it's very similar to the AWS stuff, I think. So I think there's nothing wrong with using that. Definitely, there are benefits with using it, as it says over here on the screen right now. Think about cloud UTI sharing. Yeah, definitely. So I think there are some benefits. MIH is goated at efficiently cutting costs. Cloud is generally expensive, 100%. Got to go have a family evening. Just popped in. Have a good evening. Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate you for joining us. We're looking forward to seeing you in the next MIH Live. And enjoy your evening with your family. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much, Dr. Pixels, for the shout out. So yeah, when it comes to the VPSs, right? So let's use the term VPS. when it comes to VPSs, it is a very good tool for easily spinning up a, say for example, a prototype of your application. So you want to have your first MVP ready for you. Thank you so much for the heart, Mijay. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. For dirt cheap. So let's see, all VPS. VPS is all about security and anonymity. It's more beneficial when handling larger loads of data. For dirt cheap. Okay, okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. What are some providers? What are some providers of this? Because if Google and Ocean Virtual, yeah, Amazon, okay, so we are on the right track. Say in South Africa, okay. So we are on the right track with things. Okay, okay. So I do have some understanding of what this is. So yeah, the benefits are that you can easily spin up stuff and you can handle lots of data, like you're saying, because it can easily scale for you, as it said over here. It's easily scalable. But you are reliant on another company for your server hardware. But there's benefits to that, because like in MIH, we had electricity issues for a couple of days, and we're only able to handle like load shedding. It removes ESCOM 100%, 100%. That's what I was about to say. Thank you so much. So yeah, it does remove ESCOM from the equation, right? So like us, we had no electricity for like 2 days or so, 2-3 days, and we're only able to handle like 4-hour load shedding sessions. So it did disrupt the uptime of MIH. So I guess that comes with being a small business. So when we are bigger, we will be able to handle such things, and maybe we have backup servers and all of the things. So I think it's definitely something that we have to learn about, and it is the reason why we chose to host it ourselves, because on the Google side, they remove, on the Google, Amazon, Azure side, they remove all of that complexity from you. They just give you a virtual space and you can do whatever, and it's always up and all of those things, because they have all the resources to do that. But it there's a word for it that I'm not sure, but it removes that complexity from you. It hides that complexity from you. So we wanted to learn all about all the complexities and stuff. It's about a cheap VPS is about. So Kutz was saying that a cheap VPS in South Africa is about 100 and 250 rand. I'm assuming per month. But then how much hardware are you getting? Like how much cores of a server, of a processor are you getting? How much storage are you getting? How much are you even getting a dedicated graphics card usage or space on that server itself, right? So these kind of things, because I know in the basic tiers, it does provide you with everything you need to create a very small application. But once that application grows and gets even bigger, interesting question. But as your application grows, your company grows and gets much bigger, then you have to increase that cost. So now you have to move over from, for example, maybe a basic tier over to a more premium tier. And now instead of 1,000 rand, now you're gonna pay, or 100 rand, now you're gonna pay 1,000 rand to get a medium size server, right? Thereafter, when you get even more bigger, then you're gonna start paying 10,000 rand. Right? It depends on the provider. You just choose the amount. Okay, but yeah, as you start growing, as your needs grow, the cost will also grow proportionally, right? But the route that we chose by hosting it on our own server is now we have a full CPU for ourselves, even though it's not a whole server CPU, it's just a normal computer CPU. We have a whole terabyte of space at the moment, which we can increase. We have our own dedicated graphics card also to run Mzansi AI over there. Instead of running it just on the CPU, it's running on the GPU. So that are some of the benefits of hosting it on our own, but the costing. But smallest you get is 4 gigabytes of RAM, 2 cores, space up to you, and dedicated GPU should you need it. Yeah, and I think that'll start increasing the cost. So yeah, so because of how we built MIH, it's very easy. We've already done this process, but it's very easy to migrate over to a different server. Or not easy, but it's not a daunting task anymore. So you can just migrate over to a thing. I'm a certified software engineer. I'm currently developing a software company. Nice. Nice. Cool. So yeah, that's why we did it this way. So those are the benefits. Cool stuff. Yeah, those are the reasons why we chose it. But I know different use cases have different needs, and if you don't really want to dive into the deep of like networking and how to set up a server and all those different kinds of things, you can use a VPS. And if you have the cost to keep running it, you ever thought of using Linux? So I do use Linux, Kutso. I use Linux on so the MIH server is running Linux, Ubuntu server OS, and the laptop that we're using to stream from, because we are streaming right now to YouTube, Twitch, and YouTube and Twitch, and on the phone it's on TikTok. But I am using normal Ubuntu desktop on the laptop itself. So yeah, we are using Linux. Let me know what distros are you using out there, because there's plenty of distros, and people are ninjas out here. People are soldiers out here. Some are using Arch, some are using Linux Mint, different flavors out there. But yeah, that's what we are using. So let's head back in and figure out why. I think I understand why. I'll show you why in a minute. But Team Ubuntu here, love it. And fun fact, Ubuntu was created by a South African. So shout out to South Africa. So the problem here right now is using Ubuntu WSL24 and Kali. Hectic. So WSL is, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the terminal inside Windows, right? Windows what. And Kali is for hackers. Are you a hacker, Sim? What kind of hacking do you do? Yeah, we have hackers here. Exactly. What kind of hacking do you do? Are you an ethical hacker? Are you an ethical hacker? Are you what's that other one? Unethical hacker? Let us know what kind of hacking you do, Sim. Move to Arch. Arch is or Red Hat. So I thought Kali is specific for hackers, right? So they're built-in hacker tools inside there. But let us know. But I know Arch is kind of daunting to install. I know they made it easier right now, but it's kind of daunting to install. And I've heard people say that they give you so much freedom in the operating system that it's so easy just to break the operating system also on top of that, as much as you can customize it. And Red Hat is also... Red Hat is fine, but I feel like it's owned by a company and it's not really open source, is it not? Okay, it's an open source technology. Okay. Red Hat AI helps. What AI? Introducing Red Hat AI infrastructure. Oh my word. So Red Hat is an open hybrid cloud technology leader in what? Okay. Yeah, but I've heard of them also. I know they are very much into, I think, hacking also and other things, but cool. Yeah, I just use the standard Ubuntu. I just love the distro and how it looks and feels. So that's what we are using out there. But let's minimize this. So yes, this is the problem. Every time I click on this, it's not navigating me over to the About MIH screen. If you see that, I'm clicking on the MIH thing at the top, the MIH logo at the top, and it should take you, or it should navigate you to the About MIH section, but it's currently not. So we're gonna have to fix that. Where we fix that is under our router, our Go router. Let me love and leave you. Thank you so much, Kutso, for joining us. I appreciate you. And thank you so much for diving into the chat also. We'll see you tomorrow. So this is it over here, unauthenticated paths. So we should have an unauthenticated path over here, and it should be MIH go routers paths dot about MIH. So we should do that. If contains, I should use something else over here, full path. But let's see what happens after making this change, because what should happen is something different. Okay, so it's working now. Nice. So you see that. So I basically said that these are the unauthenticated parts. So a user doesn't need to be authenticated over here in order to access this route, right? So they don't need to be signed in to visit the About MIH section. So if we head over now and click on it, it should navigate me there. And you can check out all the different things that are available here with MIH. And you can install MIH, all of that. Click on back and it should take you back to the authenticate section. So perfect, we have that sorted right now. Cool. And that was kind of an easy fix. I wonder why it was an easy fix. If return now. So I know this part I did get from one of the AIs did assist me with this. And it's kind of showing me flames right now because I don't fully understand how it's working. So let's check this out. So if the user is signed in and they're not in the authenticated thingies, they're not contained in one of these parts, it should just take me to here. If I'm signed in and it's contained in the unauthenticated parts, okay, then it should take me here. I'll return, I'll stay on the current route. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I understand it. I think I understand it. But cool, so that's sorted over here. So now that we are here, so we can click on this. When you first sign on to MIH, it should, if you're not signed in already, it should take you to the Authenticate MIH section. Then you will be able to click on the logo and it should take you to the About MIH section. This should change to, yeah, that should change also. And we can create, we can sign in, sign in. Let's sign in and reset password and all of those things. All of that should work also. Now that we are in, we are looking at the patient profile. So this works with our new router. We can do this, we can do this. I think we are able to add a document also. So let's attach a new document. Let's go to downloads. Let's go to PNG. Attach. Yeah. So we add a new document. Everything is working fine as we speak. So this is our new splash screen. Hectic. Why is it not showing? Hectic. Why is it not showing? Where's the doc stored? So very good question, AB. Thank you so much for diving into the chat. So our documents are stored in, so this is our technology stack. So we have our documents stored in min.io. So this is like an S3 bucket storage kind of thing. So that's where we are storing things right now. So it pushes it to our API layer. So our front end pushes it to the API layer. The API layer will then push it to the object storage. But I'm thinking about a different way of doing that. But for the moment, that's how it's working. But for some reason, something is going wrong over here. Let's go here. You see, it's not showing up over here. Very strange. PDF. Let's see. So it is loading something over here. Okay. I think I know the problem. It's because we're using the web version. I shouldn't worry about that now. So everything is working fine in the patient profile side. So let's head over to our tasks thing. So the patient profile is done. We can officially say this is done right now. And we can move over to the business profile. So this is what should be in process. So in progress. So we'll move over to the business side because everything else on the screen right now, if we have a look at it, we can click on things, we can everything works fine. When we switch over and when we add things, everything should be working fine right now. Patient profile should be working fine. Let's go and edit our profile. Update. Update. Yeah, everything is working fine over there for sure. Mzansi directory while using the site. Yep. We can switch over. Yeah, everything should be working fine over here. Also, we did test that. This one also working fine. Mzansi AI working perfectly also. Calculator working fine. Access controls. This one I must just do some testing with it. About should be working. Hectic. Look at this. Now we're clicking on this when I'm signed in and it's not taking me in. So unauthenticated parts. So if interesting. So now since adding this line, it's not taking me. So okay, it's over here. If I'm signed in, unauthenticated parts, if I'm signed in, so if the user signed in, so it's coming here, and unauthenticated path dot contains this. So this thingy dot contains this path. Thank you so much for the follow. Who is this? Let me see. Titus Daily, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. I think this part over here is showing me flames. I don't think I'm understanding this fully. So if the user is not signed in, right, and the unauthenticated parts, which is these, dot contains the current path that I'm trying to go to, does not contain the current path that I'm trying to go to. Not contain the current path. So the current path is about, and it's not contained over here. It should take me here. If I'm not signed in, I think I should have another thing over here. If I'm signed in, stay on current route. So it's definitely coming here to this null section. So if I'm signed in, yo, I'm so sorry. It's showing me flames right now. So unauthenticated path. Perfect. It's this. If the path is not in the unauthenticated path, then I should come here. If it is in it, then it will fail this and I'll move on to the next one. Can we see the path that is used? Can you log it? So yeah, we can definitely log it. So how we are logging it right now, we are using, so there was a question by AB. So can we see the path that is used? And can I log it? Yes, so we can log it. So yeah, so you can see this is all, I need to change this. Clearly I was printing out nonsense. So here's it over here. So I'm on my home. Let's see what happens when we click on it, right? So if I click on, let's shift this over. And I'm gonna click on about again. So yeah, nothing is happening when I click on about. Thank you so much. Who is that? User. Thank you so much for the follow, user. I appreciate you. So let's print the path over here. So I'm gonna use KenLogger. KenLogger is a tool that was created by Dr. Pixels. I'm not. I think he's still in the chat right now. Yeah, he is in the chat right now. So where is that? So we are using KenLogger as our tool to log to our screen. So if you saw some of the red stuff still here, yeah. If you see some of the green stuff, that is the KenLogger that we are using. So if we head over here and say KenLogger dot success, and we'll just print, so inside here, so yeah, let's go to the redirect section. So KenLogger redirect full path user sign in. Yeah, let's do that and see what happens. And let's put a \n over here, \n. Then we can have some logs and see what's happening. Perfect. Thank you so much for that suggestion. Redirect / user signed in true. If I put thingy over there, \n xx, let's say insert comma. Let's put it in one line. Yeah. So user signed in true. So now if I head over and click on it again, so let's take us back. Click on it. And then let's see what happens. So it's redirecting me to about, and the user is signed in. So contain, so let me do this also. Show the path, full path. Let's add that in. Insert, comma, yeah. So we should do, okay, no, I'm doing nonsense now. I'm doing nonsense. So at least we have something. Oof, the missus is calling. Thank you so much, Dr. Pixels, for joining us this evening. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us. So the redirect path. So I come in with about. Yeah, so I'm coming in with about. And the user is signed in, so it's skipping this part completely. Then it's coming here to user is signed in true. But then unauthenticated path dot contains this slash about, which is here. So it is coming as true, contains true. Then I'm taking them home. I need to return home. Let me do this. and I think this is the wrong thing to do, but let's test it out. Let's go and the yeah, AI just hooked us up right now and put some code in there for us. So let's see if that works. And I think that should work. Yeah, you can see it put this line in for us. So if we head back over to our MIH and click on about, it'll take us there. If we sign out and here, okay, it takes us there also. So it's working fine now. So what was missing is it was saying true and true. So this is it over here. So it was saying true and true. So it was just taking us back home every single time. But what we had to say is, and it's not equal to about, because we need to access about also. So thank you so much for the follow, Dev Full Stack 28. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Mpumi, I'm seeing you are number 2 gifter. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So let's see. So the about is working fine now, as expected. Let's log in again. So about is working fine now. And everything else is still working fine. So that's okay. Test, also working fine. Cool. So yeah, everything is working fine on the personal side of MIH. Remember, inside MIH, we have two sides. When you're on your Mzansi profile and you're editing your profile, you are able to activate your business account. Right? So when you activate a business account, what will happen is it'll take you through to the business side of MIH that unlocks more features for you and your business. So that's your business profile where you can manage your business details, manage your user details, your business user details, your team, your adding new users, and you can see your reviews and stuff. So that's that. And yeah, so what we were working on next is, yeah, over here. So we were doing the business profile. So let's start updating things and see what happens. Because if we click on this and go back, that's working fine. Normally this is an issue that occurs. But let's click on edit, update. You see, it's giving us a wide screen right now because our navigating is off. So let's reload MIH. It should take us back home. Yeah. And let's do that again. And let's see what's going on. So edit profile. This window appears. On that update button, press. So if we head over to Mzansi business profile, business details, which is this, and then we go to the edit business screen or edit business window that we just saw over there. If we look at the button, The button should be over here. Not get your location. Yeah. What is the app all about? Sorry if you already explained. No, we love answering that question, AB. So, MIH is short for Mzansi Innovation Hub, right? So if we head over to the About MIH section, you can see that MIH is short for Mzansi Innovation Hub. That's our company name, and we are the creators of the MIH app. So I like saying that we are the first super app of Mzansi, but I won't bore you with my own explanation. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you, Tsepo. I won't bore you with my explanation of what MIH is all about. I'll elicit the assistance of Mzansi AI to answer that question for us. So when you create an MIH account, you will have access to Mzansi AI, our friendly AI assistant. So we can ask it the question in one paragraph, please tell me about MIH. Click on enter. So Mzansi AI will go ahead and answer that question for us. And when it is ready, you can click on the green menu button and click on read aloud. So we'll do that now. Let's listen.
And even doing quick calculations. The app has features like a digital wallet for loyalty cards, a patient manager for medical practices, and of course, me, Mzansi AI, to answer your questions and lend a hand with creative writing and more. Basically, MIH is all about making life easier and more connected for everyone. Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mzansi AI. So like Mzansi AI was saying, it is your all-in-one companion for both your personal and business life. So that's why we're calling it the first super app of Mzansi. So we'll ask it the question, what features does it provide? What features does it provide us? Thank you so much, Strictly Chan, for your question. We'll jump into you after we listening to the different features. So let's have a listen.
The MIH app offers a fantastic range of features to help you manage both your personal and professional life. You've got your Mzansi profile as a central hub for all your info, a Mzansi wallet to store loyalty cards, and a handy patient manager specifically for medical practices to streamline appointments. Plus, you have me, Mzansi AI, here to answer your questions and assist with creative writing. There's also a Mzansi directory to find people and businesses across Mzansi, an integrated calendar for scheduling, a useful calculator with Pt.4 functions, and MIH access to manage your profile security. Basically, it's a whole suite of tools designed to make things simpler. Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks.
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for that explanation of the different features. So I hope that answers your question, AB, about MIH. Remember, we are available right now to download. We are available on the Google Play Store. Just search MIH. The Apple App Store, also just search MIH. And if you'd like the web version, you can just search MIH app on Google and you should see our web app available over there also. So you can check it out right now, create your account and set up your business account. So Strictly Chan, so you're saying, can the AI recognize multiple Mzansi languages in one sentence? So you can give me an example of a sentence or question in one of the languages of Mzansi, but it should recognize, because so it's not the state-of-the-art AI systems, but we did do some testing with translating the languages, right? Translating from whatever language it detects to English, and it did do well. But please feel free to drop a sentence or a question in the chat in whatever language you'd like, whatever South African language, Mzansi language, and we can see if it does work. So while you're thinking of something to use over there, Mzansi AI does use Olama. Have you thought of integrating Even Labs to improve the AI voice? We'll jump into that also. So before we dive into any of those questions, and while you're thinking of a question in a native language, we are using Olama as our foundation of the AI. So let's visit the Olama website, and you can see, so Olama is a place for you to host LLMs on your own. Isi Ndebele. Okay, so we're gonna give that a thingy. Let me know what the English version of that is, just so that we can fact check Mzansi AI. So we are currently using Gemma 3N as our AI model. So you can see Gemma 3N is there. This was created by Google. And we are using the 4 billion parameter model. So that's what we're using as our foundation. We didn't do any fine tuning or anything like that. We're just using straight out of the box kind of things. So let's see what it says. So if I copy this and paste it into Ask Mzansi, let us know, Vusi, what that means in the chat. So let's listen.
Hello, waving hand. That's a lovely greeting. Lotjhanisthhabasekhafu is a beautiful way to say good day, people of our nation in Sesotho. I'm Mzansi AI, your friendly assistant here on the MIH app. I'm ready to help with whatever you need, answering questions, brainstorming ideas, or anything else that comes to mind. What can I do for you today? Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks.
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI. I know it said Sutu over here, but Vusi, let us know if that it does mean good day, people of our nation, or something along those lines. It might be wrong, but we'll see it, but it will get better in the future. So there was another question before we get into before we talk about the privacy policies and stuff. Let's talk about why we aren't using Even Labs, or why our AI voice is not that great. So if we head over to PubDev, so here at MIH, our philosophy is we like using free and open source technologies in order to reduce the cost for us, but also so that we don't have to push the cost over to you as the consumer of MIH. So we're trying to reduce the cost as much as possible. And there's no subscribe to get this or that kind of things. So what we are using, and we are using Flutter as our foundation. If we go to Flutter, so this is pub.dev on the screen right now. So pub.dev is a place where people publish their different packages for other people to use and maintain and all of these kind of things, right? So Flutter TTS, text to speech. If I click on enter over here, this is what we are currently using. And how this works, or my understanding of this, it's also free to use and it's under the MIT license if I'm not mistaken. But how this works is it uses the current text-to-speech models inside the operating system that you are using MIH in. So the voice that you would hear on your cell phone, on your phone, compared to the voice that you would hear on your computer would be different because they have different models underneath. So that's why it sounds. So this one, I am using a MacBook right now, and the text-to-speech is kind of terrible. And you can even, let's go here and I'll show you what it sounds like just on its own in app support. Where do I see the thing is about the app? What's new? Where's the info about the app? See details? How? Back? There's it over here. So let me highlight this and I'll show you what the text-to-speech sounds like normally with the normal text-to-speech of the Mac OS that we're using right now.
Tired of juggling multiple apps for your daily needs? Me, the first super app of Mzansi, by Mzansi Innovation Hub, is your all-in-one platform designed to streamline both your personal and business life. From managing your professional profile and team to keeping track of appointments and even getting.
Yeah, so you can hear even the built-in one on Mac is kind of terrible at the moment. So it does use like specific models inside the device. That's my understanding of how it works. And this is free to use, that's why we use it. If we go to Even Labs, and we go here. So yeah, I think we did use this a while ago in not inside MIH, just testing it out. But this is what we're concerned about, the pricing. So yeah, we have 10,000 credits per month. And I think, I'm not sure how the credit works, but 10,000 credits per month. And if we increase that, now we at $5 per month. And then if we go even past that, now we're using $11 per month. So we don't want to incur such costs for MIH and for you, the user. So that's why we are using free to use stuff at the moment. Definitely in the future, we can figure out how to make it a little bit better. But yeah, that's how it works now. So let's head over to Cool for a White Guy. So Cool for a White Guy, nice name. So if we head over to the About MIH section, or if you click on your profile picture, you can see the privacy policy and terms of use, but I'll go to the About MIH section. And you can click on our privacy policy and you can read our document over here. So you are asking us about data sharing. So under category 3, it says data sharing over here. So we only share your data under the following conditions. With your consent. So businesses can access your information only with your explicit consent. So this is under, so this is how MIH functions when it comes to the patient manager and the patient profile. So as a doctor, when a doctor wants access to your patient profile, he needs to request access to your profile, right? And then you will have to approve that. Then he gets access to your data around your patient profile. The next, so that's how it works, and it works through our access control section. The next way that we would share your data is under legal obligation. So if like the courts subpoena us to provide them with data, we are obligated by law to provide them with this information. So that's the only thing. If we look under the terms of use, we are governed by the South African laws because we are a South African startup. So all the POPIA laws and things like that would apply to us. But if the courts do need to subpoena us for our information, we are obliged to share that data, your data, with them. So you are accepting all of this when you are using MIH. I hope that answers your question about our privacy policy and data storage and sharing and all of these things. So like NPN, sorry, I forgot the context around that. Let me know, AB. But we aren't using NPN at the moment. Yes. Sorry, pub.dev. I think it was pub.dev. Pub.dev is very similar to NPM, I must say. But it's just a Flutter thing. NPM is more of a JavaScript thing, if I'm not mistaken. But let me know. Do you do MIH full-time and is it profitable? So, Boykubu, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So I am working on MIH full-time at the moment. And is it profitable? It's definitely fulfilling my soul. So it is profitable in that way. But at the moment, it is not too profitable. So inside MIH, we do have some strategic ads all over the place. Thank you so much, Strictly Chan, for the follow. So there's multiple ways that us at MIH, how we are trying to make money, trying to generate revenue. So the one way is we have strategic ads across MIH. It's not on the web version, it's on the mobile version. But when you open up the Mzansi wallet, so this is a place to store your loyalty cards digitally. So when you are using this, so our ad strategy is we are only serving you ads inside MIH when we are providing you with some benefit, right? So we provide you with benefit and then we're getting some ad money from you, right? We're serving you with an ad. That shows up in I'll show you a little bit later. Please remind me when we open up not the web version, but the mobile version. But a little ad will pop up at the bottom. So that's under the calculator. When you are using the tip calculator and the Forex calculator, a little ad will pop up over there. So that's how we're making some money. We are doing the lives and stuff. So we are making some money through the lives. And also another way is we do have a Patreon. So if you head over to the About MIH tile, so it's just this tile, and you can see support our journey. If you click on this, it will take you to our Patreon page where you can become a member. And it unlocks a certain amount of perks for you as a member of Mzansi. So like beta testing, so you'll get access to new features before everyone else. We have a private Discord server where you'll get access to. We're going to do shout outs and we're going to have monthly live chats. So instead of just having like what we're doing right now, just using the chat to have a conversation, we'll have like a Zoom call or face-to-face interaction with everyone. So that's another way that we are trying to generate revenue. And also, if you are a business and you like MIH, we do offer services to get you up and running. So we have 3 different packages that we offer. The first package is the generic package that will provide you with one of these bad boys over here. We're trying on improving this. So this is just a QR code taking you into MIH. So this is for your customers, specifically for doctors' offices. Thank you so much for the follow, Vusi. I appreciate you. So that's specifically for doctors. So when a patient walks into the office, they can scan the QR code and get access to MIH instantly, right? To set up their patient profile or just open MIH. That's our standard package. Then we also offer dedicated training on how to use MIH and also setting up your profile, because as a business, you don't really want to try and figure things out on your own and go to forums and DM people on TikTok trying to get things sorted. So we do offer a training and setting up assistance in setting up your MIH profile for you and your business team. So that's also another package that we offer businesses. And then our premium package that we also offer businesses is the dedicated support. Thank you so much for your follow, Katide. Thank you so much for the follow. So we do have a premium offer where we offer you dedicated support. So like I'm saying, as a business, as a big business, you don't really want to go out there and go onto a Reddit forum and figure out. Thank you so much, Mokwena, for the follow. I appreciate you. So you don't really want to go onto TikTok and go into the comments of a video and try to figure things out, or DM our TikTok profile, or DM us on, or like send a Reddit post out or something like that, right? You really want to get dedicated support. So you want someone to call or you want someone to email to fix your problems. So that's also one of the packages that we do offer businesses in order to generate some revenue. So there's multiple avenues. So the application itself is not the only way of making money. We have different other services that we offer. And we also offer consulting. You can DM us. So if you are on MIH and you would like what we're hearing right now, and you create an MIH account, click on the Mzansi directory. And this is a place for you to search for people and businesses of Mzansi. And just search for MIH in the search bar. And you should see Mzansi Innovation Hub, the technology company. When you click on that, you will be able, you can call, email, navigate to us, visit the website, which is the website you're on, rate us, and bookmark us for later. And you can see the reviews from other users of MIH. So yeah, that's how you can get in contact with us. So let's see what other questions there are. So got in late, so not sure what questions to ask. Can it be any general questions? Yeah, strictly chance. So this is just a conversation between us. We just normally have a chat over here. If you have any questions, maybe even about your own project. So what I like about the MIH community that we are building over here is everyone is very friendly over here. We like assisting people. Like, for example, if you look at my logs over here. So this was created by Dr. Pixels. He came in quite a while ago in the beginning of the stream. So he created something for us to make logging a little bit easier for us. So he created that. Who was it? Quotes, one of the regulars that attends the lives. He assists us with some of our issues that we were facing inside MIH because he's also a Flutter dev. And sometimes we like reviewing people's websites and reviewing people's projects and things like that, and answering just your basic questions on like how things work. Like I think Kutso earlier in the stream was asking about VPS's, virtual private servers. So you can ask any question, whatever question you like. It doesn't only have to be about MIH. Is the API available for use to integrate to our own applications? So APIs for Mzansi AI, not at the moment. So MIH, or the Mzansi AI, only lives inside MIH. But that's a very interesting question, cool white guy. And maybe in the future we can open that up. But I do know of other companies, South African startups that I've met also, that do provide such services, if you are talking about AI APIs. So you can DM me with more information and I can provide you with them. I think on LinkedIn, their name is Ron Media Group. So let me go to LinkedIn. LinkedIn. Yeah, I think it's Ron Media Group. Let's search Ron. Yeah, Ronald Hove. So this is the guy that does that. So where's his business? Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's not Ron Media Group. That's one of his businesses, but it's FEMA AI. So you can message Ronald Hove over on LinkedIn, or you can and ask him about that, because he, under his FEMA AI company, he does offer APIs for people to integrate to their applications, AI specifically. AB, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Next question is, have you considered creating a Mzansi tokenizer that's curated for the South African context? What is a tokenizer? Strictly Chan, what is a tokenizer? That's curated for the South African context. What? Please explain what a tokenizer is. Let's ask Mzansi AI what a tokenizer is, because I'm not too sure or familiar what that is. Let's listen.
Hey there, waving hand. So, you want to know about tokenizers? No problem, I can definitely break that down for you, smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks. In the world of computer science, especially when dealing with text, a tokenizer is like a word-splitting machine robot face. It takes a string of text and breaks it down into smaller pieces, called tokens. Think of it like this: you have a sentence like Mzansi AI is helpful. A tokenizer would split that into tokens like Mzansi AI is helpful. These tokens can be words, punctuation marks, or...
Okay, yeah, you are correct, cool white guy. You're using a chat GPT wrapper. So we're not using a chat GPT wrapper, we're using an Olama wrapper. Very close. We are wrapping it with Gemma 3N, definitely. But you are very close. Cfige, you are very close. So strictly Chan, what do you mean by a Mzansi tokenizer? That's a very interesting concept, and I'm not sure exactly what that's about, especially for South African context. Yeah, you can let me know in more details. I'm not sure. So yeah, you are right, cool white guy, that it did tell us with regards to AIs, like the tokens that AIs use. Very true. So yes, heading back over to our code, we were checking out why is our button, when we update our business profile, why is it breaking? So let's CD over to our thingy, and yeah, this is the problem. Gemma has a tokenizer to understand context. Okay, so you are talking about AI tokenizers. Interesting. So if I'm being fully honest, I don't know AIs super well. Like Cfige over here is saying, it is just a wrapper at the moment. We aren't doing any RAG stuff. I learned about RAG by one of the people of Mzansi. So RAG is where you customize it for your specific stuff, and we aren't saving any of the text over here. Access tokens, Mzansi AI tokenizer, who means response count for word DIA. Twala, nice to see you here. Thank you for jumping in. So I think it means access tokens. Okay. So yeah, so if I'm being truly honest, like Cfige is saying over here, that it's just a wrapper at the moment of an AI. We will dive deeper into the AI stuff and how it all works, and how to train an AI to get an even more customized Mzansi AI for us. Because at the moment, we're just giving it a system prompt in the beginning, which gives it some context about MIH. That's how it was able to answer the question about what MIH is all about. But in the future, definitely we can dive much deeper into it. We just put Mzansi AI in as a proof of concept inside Mzansi AI to see what's the intelligence of the everyday AIs that we can get, the open source ones, and how can we utilize it inside MIH to answer our questions. Because I don't want to be, every time someone asks me a question and I don't know it, I don't want to head over to a new tab of Google and ask Google the question, whereas I can just ask Mzansi the question. So I think he means access tokens. A Mzansi tokenizer will mean the response count of words the AI will use. Very interesting. True. Everything begins somewhere. Very true, Fusi. Very true. So Like everything over here that we did in MIH, the Mzansi directory, the Mzansi profile, you should have seen, let me show you a video on TikTok right now. I want to show you a video of what MIH looked like before. So MIH is a work in progress at the moment. So we are continuously working on MIH right now. Remember guys, when you follow me, I follow you back immediately. I like watching your videos also. So let's head over to, on this day. So this was about a year ago when we first started, or we first announced MIH to the world, right? So I want you to have a look at what MIH looks like. Hello people of Mzansi. I'm working on an app for us. Before I get into what exactly the app does, let's first discuss your all these documents for that specific patient. I thought to myself, there must be a better way of doing this. And this is why I was in the line. You can either just sign in if you are already registered. Check MIH right now. Click on register now if you are a new user. Let me just sign in quickly. Your personal profile, what you have at the top is once you... How do I pause? So if you have a look right now, MIH had one tile on it when we first started it up. Based on this video, we just had the patient profile. On the business side, we had the patient manager, right? I think it shows that. It's just... Yeah, we have the patient profile and then the patient manager on the patient side. But now if you have a look at MIH, so that was just one functionality of MIH. Now look, we have 9 different tiles on the screen right now for you to use, like the Mzansi wallet. So we are trying to have a super app. So we're not building one application. You must download that one application, then build another application, download that application. Everything is going to live inside MIH. Similar to when you open up Google and click on these thingies over here. You have access to all of these things on Google. But what Google does is when you click on, let's say Google Play, it takes you to a new website. Inside MIH, it'll open up a new MIH package for you in order to use. So that's what we are working on right here. That's why we have the Mzansi directory. We have a calculator. We have multiple different things to make your life just a little bit easier on your side. All right. So MIH is a work in progress. It will get better. I like saying, I think I heard the Google CEO, I think it's Sundar Pichai, something like that. He was being interviewed about like the future of AI and all of these things. And he told the interviewer that the AIs that we are seeing right now, and this was like, remember, like a month ago, the AIs that we are seeing right now is as worse as they are going to be. Everything coming in the future is going to be better than that. So I'm using that same kind of mindset when it comes to MIH. So what you are seeing right now on your screen is as worse as MIH is going to be. In the future, it's going to be better. Mzansi AI will be better. The Mzansi wallet will be better. The calculator will be better. Everything will be better because we are improving it. We're not abandoning MIH. So yes, so everything starts off with something. Everything starts off with something. So this is our problem over here. This is the problem over here. So we currently previously we were using, let me see if I can open that for you. Previously I was using just the standard, previously I was using just the standard routing functionality that was provided with you inside Flutter itself. But there was a lot of popping, a lot of pushing involved. You can see I'm have like a switch statement where I'm checking what the route is. Then I'm checking the arguments. Then I'm creating a material page route, right? And then pushing you to the right package that you're on. But now we moved over to GoRouter. So how GoRouter works is every time I go to a new route, it abandons the previous route. And it just puts me over there in that place. So when I have a look at the business details and I'm saying pop, there's nothing to pop. That's why we're getting a white screen every time we're popping. So instead of doing this over here, undo. Instead of doing this, synthetic intelligence. That's interesting. So Twala is saying over here, have we researched synthetic intelligence instead of artificial intelligence, and what is the difference? So let's ask Mzansi AI that question, right? Please, can you explain the difference between synthetic intelligence and artificial intelligence. So let's see what Mzansi AI has to say. That's a very interesting question. I think this is the first time I'm hearing of synthetic intelligence. Very cool. Let's listen.
Hey there, waving hand. Thanks for asking. That's a great question. It's easy to get AI and synthetic intelligence mixed up, so let's break it down. Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks. Essentially, artificial intelligence, AI, is the broader concept. It's about creating machines that can perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. Think problem solving, learning, decision making, and understanding language. AI is a wide field with many different approaches. Synthetic intelligence, SI, is a more specific subset of AI. It focuses on creating artificial intelligence that mimics human-like intelligence, often with an emphasis on generating creative content like text, images, audio, and video. It's about making things that seem intelligently created, but are actually generated by algorithms. You could say all synthetic intelligence is AI, but not all AI is synthetic intelligence. Does that make sense? Would you like me to elaborate on any of those points, Sparkles?
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for that clarification. Twala, I hope that helps you also. So my understanding, AI is the broad concept. So machine learning is under that. Chatbots is under AI. Specific algorithms is under AI also, right? But synthetic intelligence is similar to the chatbots that we are using right now and the image generators and like VO3 and stuff. Very interesting. So I guess Mzansi AI is an synthetic intelligence because it is trying to, where's that word, make it seem like it's intelligent, whereas it's just an algorithm in the background. Am I correctly understanding this? I think I am correctly understanding this. So yeah, very cool. You know what I'm excited for? Talking about the different kind of intelligences. Correct. Nice. What I'm excited for is ASI. Please explain the concept of artificial. Sometimes if I don't write the full word, Mzansi AI does get kind of confused and will spit out garbage. Artificial superintelligence. I think ASI is going to come very soon. Not very soon, like maybe in like a year or two. The way AI is moving and things are going crazy right now. But let's listen to what ASI is all about, because this is what I'm truly excited for. What we have right now is just not even AGI, right? So artificial general intelligence. But let's listen.
Hey, waving hand. You're diving into a really fascinating, and sometimes a little mind-bending, topic, artificial superintelligence ASI. Let's explore that rocket. Essentially, artificial superintelligence ASI refers to a hypothetical level of AI that surpasses human intelligence in all aspects. This isn't just about being better at specific tasks like playing chess or recognizing images, like current AI. ASI would be smarter than humans in every way, including creativity, problem solving, general wisdom, and social skills. Think of it this way, current AI is like a very talented specialist. ASI would be like a generalist with the potential to learn and master anything at a level far beyond human capability. Here's what makes ASI so significant, and a bit.
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI. So yeah, I'm excited for artificial superintelligence, and obviously before that, artificial general intelligence, because my understanding of what is going to happen is kind of crazy. Let me know if you think otherwise of that. But because all these AIs are the basic ones are now being open source. So like, say for example, we're going to get AGI, and a couple months from then, we're going to get open source AGI. And that means everyone is going to have access to artificial general intelligence. And then one day we're going to get ASI, and then we're going to have open ASI. And then it's going to come to like Olama, and everyone is going to be a superhuman basically. We're all going to be wearing AI glasses and augmented reality and all these crazy things. And the world is going to be so much more different than what it is right now. What's cool is, I think with these AI glasses, and one day not understanding each other is going to be a thing of the past. We're going to be able, so someone can speak to me in any language and I'm going to hear them in my native language. and we can communicate with each other even though we both speak in different languages and we both don't understand each other's languages. So I'm excited for that day where everyone can just speak to each other. It's giving what's a Tower of Babel, you know what I'm saying, where we all spoke in one tongue and we were building a tower to the heavens. I feel like that's what we are currently moving towards right now with AI. So yes, heading back over to this, what we need to do is I need to change this when it's successful. Okay, there's a few things that needs to change when it's successful. So I need to have a new message, and yeah, I'm a little bit lazy to do that right now, if I'm being honest. Is there any questions? I think we're gonna wrap out right now because this is long stories that I'll have to do. Let's say, oh, let me put a comment. You left off here. You left off here. So yeah, please let me know if you have any other questions. If not, we can start wrapping things up over here for us. But yeah, I'm excited for the future because Mzansi AI one day is going to be super intelligence, the first super intelligence of Mzansi, and I'm excited for that day. So let's flip over. Nice, nice. Let's flip here. Cool. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the MIH live this evening. I appreciate you. I know it's been a minute since we did the lives. Lots of issues, electricity issues, sickness issues, all of the above, right? But we are back. We are healthy. Things are looking good. And things are going to be moving much quicker, much faster going forward. Our deep linking project, let's say by the end of the week, that should be in the testing phase. But we also have more delays, where we are going to a business conference on Wednesday and Thursday. So that's going to have some delays in the project. I'll see how that goes. I'll do like a little mini vlog about it to show you what the experience is like. But cool. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the MIH live this evening. I appreciate each and every one of you for liking, for following, for diving into the chat, and for just watching. I know there's some silent viewers out there, and I appreciate you also. If you enjoy MIH and enjoy the MIH live, please feel free to subscribe or to follow us. And we are live over on YouTube and Twitch. So please feel free to head over there and follow us on that side and subscribe to us there. And if you'd like to support us even further, what you can do is we have subscriptions available and our Patreon. So that unlocks specific perks. So the subscription is on our TikTok profile, so you can find it there. But you can go to our Patreon page to subscribe over there also. I think it's an easier process on that side. Yeah, and share our videos, like our videos, follow, subscribe, all those nice things, and make sure, and if you like it, download MIH. We are available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. You can find us there. And yeah, we are live Monday to Thursday every day, unless there's some issues, but I'll make announcements about that. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining the live this evening. I appreciate you, and let's keep working hard, Mzansi.